It's late at night. You're lying in bed, staring at the ceiling, and somewhere in the random texture of the plaster, you see a face. Not vaguely. Clearly. Eyes and nose. Maybe even an expression. You didn't put it there. The face isn't real. And yet, once you see it, you can't unsee it. What just happened has a name. And it's not a glitch. It's one of the most fundamental features of being human. In 1958, a German psychiatrist named Klaus Conrad coined the term Apophenia. The experience of seeing meaningful patterns in things that are actually random or unrelated. He originally used it to describe early psychosis. But decades of research revealed something much stranger. Every human brain does this, constantly, as a normal part of how it operates. You are not simply finding patterns in the world. You are building them. Here's why. Your brain is not a recording device. It doesn't passively receive reality and play it back. What it actually does is predict. Every second of your life, your brain is constructing a version of reality from incomplete information, using memory, past experience, and probability to fill in the gaps. And when the brain has to choose between two mistakes, seeing a pattern that isn't there, or missing one that is, it has a strong evolved preference for the first. Think about why. Imagine you're an early human. You hear something move in the grass. You have two choices. Assume it's the wind, or assume it's a predator and run. If you assume wind and you're wrong, you die. If you assume predator and you're wrong, you waste a little energy. Over hundreds of thousands of years, the brains that survived were the ones that made false positives. The ones that said, better safe than sorry. Better see the face. Better hear the warning. Better detect the pattern. Cognitive scientist Pascal Boyer called this the hyperactive agency detection device. The brain's tendency to assume that events have causes, intentions, and hidden structure. It's why we hear voices in white noise, why we see animals in clouds, and why random coincidences can feel strangely personal. The classic demonstration came from psychologist B.F. Skinner's pigeons. In the 1940s, Skinner placed pigeons in boxes and released food pellets on a completely random schedule. Very quickly, each pigeon developed a ritual. One spun in circles. Another bobbed its head. Another pecked repeatedly at a corner. They behaved as if these actions caused the reward. They had created meaning from randomness. We call this superstitious behavior in pigeons. In humans, we call it lucky socks, pre-game rituals, or the superstition you secretly don't want to break. Same mechanism. Same brain. And there's a chemical reason your brain loves this: dopamine. Neuroscientist Wolfram Schultz discovered that dopamine doesn't spike when you receive a reward. It spikes when you anticipate one. Especially when your brain believes it has detected a pattern that predicts what happens next. The reward isn't just getting the answer. It's believing you've found the pattern. That's why slot machines are so addictive. Not because of jackpots, but because of near misses. The symbols almost align. The pattern almost completes itself. And your brain instantly says, try again. One of the most famous examples of this is the face on Mars. In 1976, NASA photographed a Martian mesa that looked uncannily like a human face. The image exploded across the world. Books were written, documentaries were made, and entire theories emerged about alien civilizations. Later, higher-resolution images revealed the truth. It was just an ordinary hill, with shadows and light doing the rest. Your brain had done the rest. This specific kind of apophenia, seeing faces in random patterns, is called pareidolia, and it's deeply hardwired into human cognition. Even newborn babies instinctively track face-like patterns. The system is ancient, fast, and almost impossible to override. And here's where this gets unsettling. Researchers studying conspiracy beliefs have found that apophenia is one of the strongest predictors of conspiratorial thinking, stronger than education, stronger than intelligence. Because a conspiracy theory is, at its core, a pattern. It connects dots. It imposes order on chaos. And a brain built to detect patterns will find them whether they're actually there or not. The solution isn't to distrust your brain. It's to challenge it. To ask one simple question: what evidence would prove this pattern wrong? And here's the paradox. This same instinct gave us some of humanity's greatest discoveries. It helped early humans map the stars. It helped create mathematics, religion, and language. It helped Alexander Fleming notice the strange mold pattern that led to penicillin. The same brain that invents false patterns can also discover real truth. The difference is not pattern finding. The difference is verification. Seeing the pattern is only step 1. Checking it is step 2. So the next time you see a face in the ceiling, hear meaning in static, or feel convinced that random events are lining up to tell you something, remember what you're experiencing. It's not the universe sending you a message. It's your brain doing exactly what evolution designed it to do: fast, efficient, and beautifully imperfect. And the real question is never whether you saw a pattern. The real question is this: did you discover it, or did you create it?